For my choice project, I decided to inquire about the difference of inclusive versus more restrictive educational environments. The reason for me choosing was I wanted to be able to see the differences between inclusive and restrictive environments in classrooms, which I thought would allow my peers to get an idea of the demands of potentially working in either one. I've also added a chart of statistics from the U.S. Department of Education of our current percentages of how students with disabilities are being educated. To learn more about each environment, I decided to interview two special educators. One special educator, Jill Goodwin, she's in a more restrictive environment. She is a special education liaison for the District of Belmont, Massachusetts, and she's also a Learning Center teacher. There was my second interviewee, who was named Kayla Finn, and she is in a fifth grade co taught classroom, and she is in an inclusive classroom. So, Jill is a Learning Center teacher and a special education liaison. She works with middle school students in a Learning Center program. For those that don't know what a Learning Center is, this is a time students are scheduled to come to a Learning Center class. Some have more scheduled than others due to their varied needs of support. In this period, there are lessons delivered where students need the extra support from their other classes, as well as individual support needs. In this classroom, Jill is a 60-40 lead teacher with another special education co-teacher. As they co-teach, they work as a team, playing off each other's strengths. In her classroom, she has students know where they are and always thinking about the end goal they are striving for, whether it's a good grade on a test or to be really proud about a project they've done. To monitor students, she looks at pieces of work along with data to construct progress charts going over students' strengths and their weaknesses, along with check ins with their other teachers about their grades and how they think their students are doing. When it comes to her experience, you must gain the students' trust to best support their needs. Being a stern, authoritative position will just negatively affect that significant relationship. When teaching to students, Jill differentiates her lessons to meet a wide variety of all their levels. And since the class sizes are so small, this allows her to perform frequent check ins to see the students and if they're fully understanding the concept at hand. During lessons, there is ample incorporation of smartboards. This allows a lot of student engagement and interaction opportunities. On the other hand, Kaylin is currently in a co-taught 5th grade inclusive classroom. She firmly believes a flexible classroom structure is necessary to a successful co-taught classroom. In her current classroom, the general educator and Kaylin teach both whole instruction to the classes, as well as giving direct instruction to small groups of students. The students look at both of them as their teachers. This allows for during small times, Kaylin can focus on her IEP students, allowing for extra supports. And this aims to never single out any student. Having both teachers notice the students allows for one to be able to pick up where they left off and support all students fully. To motivate the students, they aim to really understand and embody the idea of grit and persevering through their work. They as well have the school social worker come in and teach mindfulness strategies to all the students. They utilize the program Responsive Classroom. This works on emotional behavioral skills. To best monitor their students, Kaylin always administers pre and post assessments for every unit. Students also work on online program that tracks their progress. Programs like Read Naturally, Lexia, and Rad's Kids. To meet all their students' needs, they make challenging but attainable goals. Some students may not be able to meet curriculum, but she is working to provide those skills and background knowledge that students lack that's keeping them from the curriculum. This is done many times in a classroom using technology, like leveled math apps, IX and Dreambox, audio readings, and utilizing Google Docs for assignments. Many people are not fully aware of what special educators do and what's demanded of them for their job. So I asked for anything from their experience that might help a future special educator, like what they believe some of the differences between general educators and special educators are. They discussed that some general educators only can focus on the curriculum, which makes it really hard for special educators to incorporate any strategies they were looking to into the lessons. This is when students are being pulled out of the classroom to get those further instructions that weren't able to be integrated into the lesson. As well, general educators may not be able to understand modifying instruction for students' ability levels, including special education students, as well as going at manageable paces for them as well. If you ask any special educator, they will tell you they are not given enough time to prepare for students because they're always filling out paperwork, documenting all the students' progress, and even behavioral outbursts. And then there's always the parents. With parents, there's a wide variety of them. You have to accommodate all of their types. When discussing students, always play off the student's strength. We're going to keep a positive outlook. You always back this up using solid data from the class and assessments. Thank you.